Hello. All right, so let's jump into it. The new version of Google Classroom. Not a lot has changed about the functionality of Google Classroom. Mainly, what's changed is the look, and they've put some things elsewhere. So, the purpose of this virtual PD is to kind of get you caught up on where some of the items might have moved to, but also share with you a few new options that were added recently. So the first thing is it got a fresh coat of paint. If you look at the home screen, it looks completely different. It's more in line with what they've done with Gmail and Calendar and what you'll soon see in docs and sheets and slides, kind of following more of what they call their material design. So I'm going to jump into my training classroom and let's look at some different parts of the stream that have changed. You might remember that when the stream first came in, they had another little option over here to find the class code, and it was really difficult and took a lot of steps. Now it's very simple. Under the name of your class, they list class code and put it right there. And then you have the same as display box, which will make it big. And if I press it again, it makes it full screen. So again, same thing as before, just a new place. Along with the fresh coat of paint, they've given you a bunch of new themes. So now you're always going to have this white background with the different fonts. But now when we click select themes, there are 78 different themes that you can choose from. And what's really cool about it, what they did was they made them thematic based off subjects that you teach. This will really help because I don't know about you, but I started using the same ones over and over and over again. And it kind of got boring, and using a theme sometimes is a good way to quickly identify which classroom you're in. If you don't like any of their themes, you still have the ability to upload your own right here, and there'll be a link in the companion document to this that goes over how you can create your own classroom header. Again, let's jump now to the classwork page. So a few changes here. Number one, you might notice that beforehand you only had icons for your calendar and folder. Now it's a little bit easier to find them. The icons stand out a little bit more, and they also have the words. So if I click on Class Drive folder, that will open up my Google Drive and actually show me the Drive folder for this class, and same thing with calendar. Very small, but very helpful sort of piece. This one came out a while ago, but I know it was after we did the PDs at Burke Corona and Monsignor. So if you click on create, one thing that people would ask for is the ability to create materials. So now when I click on material, this is an ungraded assignment. This is great for sharing rubrics, syllabus, anything for your class that you need your kids to know, but they do not need a grade assigned to them. And you fill it out exactly like you would a normal assignment. And again, you can assign it to a topic as well. You can also schedule materials to post later. So if you do everything in the beginning of the week, you can have it go out throughout the week. Probably the biggest thing that everyone's going to love is now, instead of having to come over here and click on, let's go right here, click on the three dots, click move up to reorganize your items under your topics. It is now drag and drop. So that was a big piece that they added. A lot of people are excited about that. It should definitely help with quickly organizing your classwork page. That way it's a lot easier to use. That's it kind of for the classwork page. People, not much changed. Still the same piece. You may have also noticed now we have a fourth tab up here for grades. This is not a replacement for your Elluminate gradebook. Do not use this instead of Elluminate and say, well, I put my grades in Google Classroom. No. Not what we're saying. What's nice about this is it's kind of a one-stop shop for getting an overview of everything that went on in your classroom. So across the top, you can see all of my assignments that have been assigned in this class. And then over here, you can see class averages. You can see the individual students that are in this class. Just super helpful, again, if you want to get a snapshot of seeing how kids are doing. And there's a few things on here I want to point out. Number one, if you click on the name of the assignment, it will open up the actual assignment. And so now you can see it just like you were picking it from the classwork page. Really good for quickly getting an overview of how your kids did on everything. The part that I think is going to be most useful, especially during parent conferences or conferencing, is if you go ahead and click on the name of the account, it's going to pull up a summary for everything this child has done. So over here, you can see all the assignments that were assigned. If it has a little paper clip, that means that there was something attached to it. And then if you graded it, it will say it there. For work habits wise, you're trying to track what was turned in on time, you're not sure. It will also tell you if it was done late right there. Another cool part about this is that you can filter things. So if I want to filter only for turned in assignments, I have that ability. If I want to know if I've returned stuff to the child, and what is missing is right there. So again, the grade book is not a replacement for your Elluminate one. Got to hit back a few times to get back to the gradebook. Not a replacement, but what it is it's a very good way to quickly see how your class is performing on everything. So that's it. That's pretty much it. Like I said, very small updates that they added, but some pretty cool ones. I think people are really going to enjoy the ability now to drag and drop to rearrange. I know I was super excited. I don't know why they didn't have that in the first place. If you have any questions, hit me up in Slack. Thank you for your time.